rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. We are going to be using Jupyter notebooks for most of this course, and after all the work of installing it, you might be thinking, what's this good for? Why are we doing this? Well, I'll tell you. Project Jupyter is a non-profit organization that makes Python tools for programming and data science. So, as I said you, it's a non-profit open source project. Okay, and out of the Python project in 2014 as it involved to support interactive data science and scientific computing across all programming languages. So in order to get this uh, web-based notebook, you have to install first Anaconda Navigator. Once you install the Anaconda Navigator, you can able to see a number of packages available within the Navigator. So once you installed successfully Anaconda Navigator, you have to click on Launch Jupyter Notebook. Once you click on launch Jupyter Notebook, you're going to, the system, this Anaconda is going to display a something like a web-based interface, something like this, where you can find out your interface like this. Okay, the extension .ipynb is nothing but IPython notebook. IPython notebook file are in notebook. These are the things that Jupyter Notebook helps you create and edit. You can also click on new Python. You can also click on new notebook, or you can also create new Python anaconda.ebase option. When you click on this, it's going to open a new notebook, something like this. Got it? So these notebooks are really popular in the data science community because it's easy to represent your findings and create plots and charts uh, in an easily shareable way. You can also export them as many different types of formulas. I actually use notebooks pretty frequently if I want to try out some experiments, if I'm making a report, or if, like I'm teaching Python and I want to lay the small pieces of code out in a fast and organized way. So each notebook has a series of cells, and to make new cells, I just hold down shift and hit enter. So once you click on it and say shift enter, it's going to create a new cell. To delete this, you just need to do one thing, that is just to click outside of the cell and press DD. Then it's going to delete that. That's it. If I want to make new cell, what I need to do, you just need to click outside of the cell and shift enter. It's going to create a new cell. Okay, you can see that this border turns blue. This border turns blue, and that called command mode. You can see here command mode. You can also see code markdown and raw. I'll tell you these options later. So this cell is command mode. When I click inside the cell, now we are in edit mode, right? And I can enter some Python code. For example, I say print within parentheses, within single quote, hello world, and shift enter. When I press shift enter, it's going to run the program. You can find out many things like uh, notebook basics from the Jupyter notebook. Read the documents where you can find out many things over here. The notebook dashboard. When you first start the notebook server, your browser will open the notebook dashboard. The dashboard serves as a home page for the notebook. Its main purpose is to display the notebooks and files in the current directory. You can see this here. Okay, so you can find out editor, for example, starting with IPython 2.0, Jupyter notebooks, right? Something like this. So for example, you go back to our editor and say, for example, 2 plus 5, press shift enter, it's going to display the result. Okay, print. Doing some data science, that's what I use this for a lot. To run code inside the cell, all you have to do is hold down that shift again, press enter, and it's run the code. Got it? So now, if I say, for example, if I want to uh, write a title, right? You just need to do small thing, that is just press outside of this cell and press small m. Then it will become as markdown. Then if I say hash, I'm going to write the title. This is my title. Shift enter. See here, it's going to display as title. If I want to again make it as markdown, then just press outside of the cell and press keyword key M. Then it will become markdown. Then I can, if I press double hash, then it's a small title, then it's become small title like this. Even you can execute the mathematical equations. See, let's how these are the mathematical equations available in the Jupyter notebook documentation. Simply what you need to do is just copy this and go back to your notebook and simply say uh, what you need to do is press M first, make it as markdown, and just paste this and shift enter. See, this becomes the math equation like this. So the notebook web app supports GitHub flavored markdown, meaning that you can use the triple brackets backticks for the code. Got it? So in general, we write like print hello world in console hello world, something like this, and a table like this. So let's see how it works actually, whether it works or not. Copy this one and try to run this. Say shift, then press in M, paste the code. Let's see. So yeah, this is a table and it becomes the HTML table, right? In the same way, you can also generate general HTML because Markdown is a superset of HTML. You can even add things like HTML table. So local files. If you have local files in your notebook directory, you can refer to these files in Markdown cells. Super directory name and then file name. For example, let's assume that save image as Python logo. That's it. Then I'll do one thing. I'll copy this one and I'll go to our directory. So in our directory, for example, Anaconda is there, right? So we don't do anything. Say paste. If I open this, right, in double quotes, I can find out hello, sorry, Python logo. I'll copy the path and go back to here and paste. Before this, what I need to do is I'll copy this again, copy this and come back again here and I say first press M, then double click, paste. So downloads python.logo, right? Shift enter. See, now it's working as expected. That's it. How it is simple, you can see here, right? Okay. So if you run into problems, install Jupyter from command line. You might be try installing Visual Studio and see if it works. That's it. I think don't worry about learning every hotkey and memorizing every feature of all at once. If you just focus on shift enter, shift enter, shift enter to run this, pick up new hotkeys as you need them. You will be a notebook expert in no time. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you again.